Okay, these caterpillars hatched out of their eggs 10 days ago. They're Luna Moth caterpillars. That one's really close to the edge. And Luna Moth, I want to first of all compare poop sizes. These are poops I just dropped out, the biggest ones. You see them? Frasses. And the medium-sized frasses are from a previous day. And I don't know if you can even see. Oh, that is one of the earliest frasses where my fingernail's pointing. That is crazy. He's trying to. If you look at them later, we'll try to look at them and we'll break some apart. They're little flat pages of leaves stacked together.
There's a little one right there.
It's squished a little now from the... That's crazy, isn't it? Okay, so these fellows are big. So here's kind of a not so big one. It was laying on the floor, but I was pretty impressed with that size. Oh, I'm not even showing you. But look at it. They're the same exact age, these two. So they really, so we were too tired last night and it was too late, but so that we usually have been feeding them every day. But,
So this is just a day and a half.
So this is a day and a half later. David said they grew huge overnight in that amount of time. And there's this kind of smaller one there. It's moving though. That's kind of cool. But yeah, so this is Saturday. We're going to probably take them into our classes. We were just really tired and I've been not feeling so great, but pretty crazy. So we're going to move them into it. We're putting them in a bigger container today. I stretched pantyhose on that too, but just keep them out. But I don't even think we need the pantyhose on the lids.
I'm not even going to take them off. I'm just going to put these in there.
Yep.
And let them crawl off on their own.
Anyway, so here they are moving over.
Got them.
So those little stem things work well. We're going to graduate to a beaker with a good solid base pretty soon and stick the stems in there. Probably still close off the lid from them so they don't climb in and drown because they don't know about water too well. Anyway, they're big. They're really big and they're really, look how beautiful.
Yeah, compare that to my finger because remember we got some pictures with them next to my fingernail.
So, in that, I'm just going to see if I can focus in. It's so, and you can see the little hairs on it. I can hold this still enough.
Yeah, this guy's eating. Not the one I'm poking at. This one right here, like this one. He's eating.
Let me find where his finger is. So, you just turned a leaf in front of my...
Okay, there.
Okay, I don't know where you're pointing
right
now.
there.
Okay. It's really hard because it's different in the camera. He's eating on a dead leaf though. It's not very dark. But look, he's a little different. He's got those black spikes on him. But the bigger versions, this one's eaten too. The larger version has smaller spikes. Looks like, maybe I'm imagining it. They look smaller. So every time they shed, so you can see a comparison between those two right there. Every time they shed, each new time is called an instar. And if the more they eat, the faster they shed. Here's one that is chugging along, looking for something else to chomp on. So I think I told you this before, but their front legs are called their true legs, those little spiky ones. They're more sharp point. And then the back ones are called their pro legs, and they will disappear when they become a butterfly, or a moth in this case, a Luna moth. Isn't that cool how they go? They're fast.
Keep cruising.
They're so much bigger. When we first got them, I don't know how to explain how little they were.
Okay.
They were about that long, that big compared to, And so skinny. This long as where my fingers are. Probably as big across as he is from left to right was the length of their whole body. Not even that big. And just a sliver of a thing. They weren't even that big. In 10 days. Pretty doggone amazing. Is this focusing beyond him? I'm sorry, I'm such a poor filmer. I don't want to make you all seasick or anything. There's one down in there. It's wanting to focus on
Okay,
that.
there's one molting. Molting right now as we speak.
Okay, so don't wiggle it.
So you have to come over to my side.
Okay, so sorry, you all. I'm going to try.
He's shedding his skin right now, right there.
Okay, and it's, oh, okay.
He's going through a molt. That one right there.
So what he's doing, he's wriggling out of his old skin. I'm going to balance myself so I don't wiggle too much. Oh, can you pull that closer to me?
Yeah. Here.
Thank you. So he's in the front ground, but it's like he's got too tight of a sleeping bag around his backside. I think that thing below.
Is that his head?
Yeah, the thing that's down below is what was on top of his head.
And then you'll notice how his head is so much bigger now that he's out.
He's just bursting at the seams, literally.
There's his little head.
You see it down? The old skin that was on top of his head. It's not his real head. You all, people shed a bit of skin every day, but they don't. They just lose it all at once. That's what insects do. Reptiles do that. I can't think of what else does that. Can you think
Spiders.
Spiders, yeah. In my classroom, I have a tarantula. If you remind me, if you're in my classroom. If you're not, I'm sorry about that. But if you're in my classroom, remind me and I'll show you a molt that my tarantula Charlotte made. I've got several. She'll do it every now and then, but she's not growing anymore. She's about 21 years old right now. Probably won't live but another 4 or 5 more years. That's pretty amazing if you think about it. 25 years for a tarantula. So when it comes out of this, its fresh new skin is going to be, I bet, very, very tender.
Yeah, we'll have to wait before we move it.
It'll be very vulnerable. But I don't want to wait too long because a predator, there's lots of wasps on this porch.
Yeah.
He or she would be a treat for a wasp to take in and feed their babies on.
He's almost out. Almost out.
Look how beautiful.
He doesn't have the coloration yet. Doesn't have the red and black.
So you see those little points on it near its head? Its head's on the upper end of this image. They're kind of whitish, but as it dries out a little, it'll have kind of reddish spots there, where I used to have blackish spots. And so that little skin, maybe I can swipe the skin up with a tweezer, get David to do it gently so it doesn't smush. But you can see that thing that was covering the head right down there on that leaf. Oh, look
How big his head is now.
Bending back. Pretty crazy. I wonder if it itches when it's on him.
He's trying to help. He's trying to get it off.
Sometimes they turn around and eat it.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's got some protein or
it's got,
nutrients.
Protein and calcium in it.
That little plunk sound was a drip of my sweat falling onto a leaf. Another one's about to come down. It's going down my nose. A little bit too much information. No, watch these other ones, make sure they don't crawl off. We worry about them crawling away because we're not near their food source anymore. They'll just dry up and die. I bet that itches to have all that on him. I think he's out.
He's out. He's out.
Oh, good eye. I'm glad you saw that. Now he's just got to rest.
I was watching. I saw several of them getting close, getting ready to, and I was like, maybe one of these will actually do it while we're watching. And all of a sudden he started, and it happened fast.
Yeah, that wasn't very long. It was like when I started looking at him, it was a minute or two, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. He's gonna rest. Very vulnerable right now. It looks really huge in here, but I think he's probably about 3/4 of an inch long. He's gonna put his finger there if you can get it close.
Yeah,
He's got. It's really not a good scale because he's got giant fingers, but it's about 3/4 of an inch long, I guess, when he's stretched out. I'm gonna turn off the video. Thanks for watching.